Worst CD, worst song, worst moment. Psychopathic. I'd have to say worst song, the motherfucking Bone was terrible. Bone sucks. I just didn't like it. Worst CD, I don't think there ever really was one. A lot of people say the Calm. I think the Calm was a shit. I have no problem with the Calm. You know, there's more than 3 songs off that album that I like, so I can't really say it's a terrible album. There's some songs on there that are iffy, but for the most part, for a little EP or whatever, it wasn't that bad. You know, people got to remember that it wasn't a full-length CD. They got to remember it was a little side thing. It wasn't like a main CD. So, you know, and some of the songs really weren't that bad. Check out the raps. I mean, I ride a fucking Pogos all over your face with Shaggy on my shoulders, adding to the weight. That is just one of my favorite lyrics ever. So yeah, I can't say the Calm. And Tempest was good. A lot of people say the Tempest was bad. Bang Pow Boom I liked a lot too. Now the Bone fucking blows, but literally that's the only song I didn't like on it. So yeah, moment and idea, etc., whatever. I think adding Vanilla Ice to the Psychopathic roster is a stupid ass fucking idea. Like Scotty Two Balls said about adding Lavelle to the supervillains. That's kind of like what they're doing to Psychopathic right now. Adding somebody like Vanilla Ice, I think is really dumb. I think Vanilla Ice could roll with them, you know, open up shows, whatever. But to call him Psychopathic and to put him on Psychopathic, I think is a really bad move. I think it's a super bad move. I think it could be the fall of a lot of things if they add him in on things. Like, don't add him in on Dark Lotus, don't put him on ICP CDs, and don't put him on Twisted CDs. And if you're gonna have albums come out for him, put them under Hatchet House, do not put them under Psychopathic Records. End of story. That's it. I mean, if you don't do those things and you start putting him in Dark Lotus, you start putting him in Psychopathic Riders, you start putting him on ICP Joker card CDs, you've done fucked yourself. I mean, you fucked yourself completely. Because I'll tell you what, I've heard his lyrics in the past year or two from things he's done with Psychopathic, and he's not that up to par with Psychopathic. He's Vanilla fucking Ice, for Christ's sake. I mean, he's a cool dude. He made a couple cool songs back in the 90s, you know what I mean? And maybe a couple cool songs here and there, you know, between then and now. But I don't think he's good enough, or, you know, he fits the mold per se enough to be put on Psychopathic Records. I just don't see what the fucking reasoning behind that is. It almost seems as if Vanilla Ice has some kind of like something on Violent J or somebody, and he's like holding it in front of him like, you better put me on Psychopathic Records or I'm gonna come out with this story and everybody's gonna find out that you're siphoning money from something. I mean, he has to have something on him for them to do that. That's how bad of an idea I think this is. I mean, I think there has to be something, some type of blackmailing going on Vanilla Ice's part for him to even have been considered for Psychopathic Records. But I don't know, that's just me. Tell me what you guys think about that. But worst CD, still can't really think of one. You know, when they make CDs like Cryptic Collection and all the songs are songs you already have, you know, those can fall in categories of worst CDs. But then again, there was a couple songs on a new Cryptic Collection that I didn't have, so you can't really call it a terrible CD, because, I mean, you got one good song out of it. I didn't buy it. I wouldn't buy it. I just downloaded the song from YouTube. What the fuck? You know what I mean? The one song I don't have, I ain't gonna buy that fucking CD unless I have some extra money and I want to do it for collecting purposes. But other than that, I'm not rushing in the stores to buy a CD that I already have all the fucking songs for. So I think that's a stupid ass ideas and stuff. A lot of other people would say the whole 3 Bang Pow Booms being released, and then the Gold or Nuclear Edition. You know, that's a bad idea. I don't think that was a bad idea at all. I think to compete with mainstream, to compete with record sales of people who have a larger genre of people who listen to their music, I think they need to do things like that. And I think the Juggalos need to understand that, you know, we're not as big as, like, say, like Lady Gaga, who's selling millions of CDs, because it's not like she's selling CDs to her fans. She's selling CDs to people who just like her song. You know what I mean? Because she's so popular. So she's selling billions of CDs. You know, we're selling music to one class of people, juggalos. And, you know, a couple CDs to some people who aren't juggalos, but it's not as large as a scale as, like, say, a Lady Gaga or a Lil Wayne or something like that. So in order to compete with the record sales of people like that, to even be able to breach into the zone of, you know, mainstream artist sales, you'd have to sell 3 records to each juggalo. You know, and I think they realize that at Psychopathic Records. I think that's why they do it. It's cool that with Mighty Death Pop they're going to be offering, you know, a whole CD. When you buy each copy, you're going to get 3 CDs. So it's not like you're going to be getting ripped off. I don't think with Bang Pow Boom you really got ripped off anyway, because you got 3 new songs, you got a whole new booklet, you got a whole new color for a card. If you're a collector, that was cool. I don't think it was such a ripoff. And then when you got the Nuclear Edition, you got the Gather the Juggalos video, which was like a $20 value at that. You know what I mean? So I don't really see where the ripoff came in at. I think they did a good job. And if you take into account that they need to sell that many records to even be noticed by any type of people who, you know, regulate the whole record sales industry and stuff like that, and to be known as an artist that, you know, sells records, if you take into account that we need to sell, you know, 2 or 3 CDs to each juggalo to be able to do that, then it's not such a bad thing. I mean, you're just helping out your fam, you know what I mean? And it's $30, big deal. Fucking take a fucking, what are you gonna spend $30 on a bag of weed anyway? You're gonna smoke that shit next day you're spending $30 more any fucking way, right? I mean, what are you bitching about? $30. Anyway. Yeah, Vanilla Ice, bad idea. Worst song, Bone. The Bone. And, worst CD. Any CD that repeats itself. But, aside from that, I can't really think of one CD doesn't stick out. I'm not really a big fan of, Dayton Family, but I had never really listened to their full CD, so I can't really say that CD either. I'm really trying to think of a CD here. Lowe said Road Fools, and, you know, I have to strongly disagree with that statement, because Road Fools was actually one of the first CDs that got me into Psychopathic, because of Feel This Way, the song on Road Fools. I think it's like number 2 or something. Then the song that comes after that, those 2 songs are the shit. And considering it's an EP and it only has like 7 or 8 songs on it, 2 of those 7 songs were good, so you can't call the CD shit, you know what I mean? Like, I just can't do that, considering it was an EP. If it would have been a full-length album, you know, maybe it would fall into some shit of a category, but the fact that I like the song Feel This Way a lot, I can't ever call that album shit. So, yeah, that's how it goes. No Twisted CD, no ICP CD was ever shit. So that's gonna have to be marked down. That never happened. So, and I can't really think of any other CDs that might have been complete shit. No, I think we're good. That's it, y'all. TestDummy 22. That was my thoughts. Peace.